So it's 9 o'clock on a Thursday night in London. What are you doing watching this broadcast about jobs and employment throughout the UK, Australia and New Zealand? Hi there, my name is Mark Smith. I'm Group Managing Director of People to People in the UK and Australia and Frog Recruitment in New Zealand. And we have a jam-packed broadcast and we're actually coming to you from the People to People Adelaide office today. We have a jam-packed broadcast with the numbers of, and we're going to actually have a look at those vacancy index that was released a couple of weeks ago, specifically for industries. We've got a permanent job and a temp job in the UK for you, and of course we've got two opportunities: one in New Zealand and one in Australia if you're considering that working holiday. And to wrap things up, we've got our Twitter poll and a few comments about International Women's Day, which was Wednesday or yesterday this week. So let's jump into it with this week's employment stat of the week. So last week on P2P Live UK, we were looking at the jobs and vacancy index for the UK. And at that time, we promised that we would break down via industry. So that's what we've got here in front of you. So we've got the dark blue line, which tells you the change in the number of vacancies that have been listed in the UK from the November 22 quarter to the January 23 quarter. That's the dark blue line. And what you can see there is that finance and insurance activities are slightly up on the previous quarter, and the same with mining and quarrying. If you look at the growth, though, in job, and otherwise it looks like a very negative story: construction, real estate, transport, manufacturing, being the areas that have experienced the biggest decline quarter on quarter in job ads. But have a look at the light blue line, and that's the percentage growth from November 22 to January 23 versus the pre-pandemic January to March 2020 quarter. And you can see that we are still miles ahead in most industry sectors, specifically accommodation and food services. That's a no-brainer. Financial and insurance activities up, as well as professional, scientific and construction. So the only areas where it is a decline is real estate. But so generally still a very strong market post-pandemic, but certainly on the decline quarter on quarter. So that's it for this week's stats. Okay, we've got two hot jobs in the UK this week. The first one is a temp job. It's in London, in the southeast, paying 15 right up to £45 an hour. It depends on the amount of experience that you've got. So you can work across various number of industries such as healthcare, hospital, child and welfare, and managing highly complex social care situations. So essentially, if you've got a degree in social work, CQSW, CSS or equivalent, then you should get in touch, and you're experienced in social work and have a proven track record managing complex and social care situations. If that's you, we've got a multitude of vacancies throughout the southeast paying 15 to £45 per hour. So please get in touch with Liz Jones from our London team, liz@peopletopeople.co.uk, or 074 36 703 099, or just simply hit apply in the comments here. So on YouTube, Facebook and LinkedIn, you can see the link there and you can just hit apply. So here's our next vacancy. It's a permanent position. It's in a sales manager role in London as well, paying 33 to 35,000 pounds an hour. Pounds an hour? I'm onto that one. It's not pounds an hour. It's a permanent salary. Sorry. And what you need to do here with this sales role is that you'll be providing an excellent level of service to all the customers. You'll be growing sales through your relationship building skills and working with interior designers and architects on trade accounts. So ideally, you've got experience within an interior design, textile, furnishings or showroom-based organisation, and an excellent manner with customers and a passion for delivering the best service. Hannah Scanlon is the consultant you need to speak to in our London team. 07436 703 099 to find out more, or drop her an email, or just click apply in the links in the comments here right now. Okay, now if you're a working holiday maker, we have some opportunities for you. Okay, so you're thinking about heading off on a working holiday to New Zealand. Well, we've got a position for you in Wellington. It's a practice administrator, where you'll be working with a professional service organisation where you'll be doing diary and inbox management, distributing legal documents, and providing administrative support to this organisation. You've got to have at least 2 years' experience, but hey, give Kaylee a call from our Frog recruitment team in New Zealand, +64 800 727 968 to find out more. Or even if you're just a working holiday maker and you're heading over to New Zealand, I'm looking for work, give Kaylee a call. She can help you out. Or visit frogrecruitment.co.nz. Now, for the Australian opportunity, we've got a video for you.
Hi, my name's Christina and I'm one of the consultants in the Brisbane accounting and finance team at P2P. I have a great opportunity for an experienced AP officer to join a large global logistics organisation on a full-time and permanent basis. This role's main responsibility is overseeing the end-to-end AP workflow and has potential to develop into a leadership position. If you are looking for that next step up into an AP team leader or AP supervisor role, this is a great role to consider. To register your interest, please apply now using the link below or contact me directly for a confidential discussion.
So it's International Women's Day this week, and it is recognised throughout the planet, really, both in Australia, New Zealand and the UK. And what we've done this year is that we've got a few comments from the very special women that are working for P2P in our Melbourne team. So we've got a video for that.
What does International Women's Day mean to you?
What does International Women's Day mean to you?
What does International Women's Day mean to you?
It means that women in their professional and in their personal life are recognised for the work that they do.
It serves as an opportunity to reflect on all the incredible women in my life, whether that be family, friends, colleagues, and just reflecting how they have, shaped me into the person that I am today.
I love celebrating women because P2P is, I think, 98% women-led within the executive and senior leadership teams. We have amazing women who look after us day in, day out, manage and mentor us, and it's definitely a great opportunity for us to celebrate their successes.
At such a good turning point where women in the workforce are being recognised more thoroughly.
I've been very, very blessed in my career to have worked with some very strong female influences in my life.
International Women's Day is a really important day to look back at where women have come from and look to the future in terms of where we can grow and what else we can do in businesses and in the environment as well.
I actually come from a sporting background, and I was very fortunate to have trained and been an athlete alongside some of the most empowering and strong women I've ever met. At the time, no one ever thought that women could rival men when it came to their abilities in my sport. However, in my career, one of my teammates actually was the first female in the world to perform a skill that was to the same degree as the men. And just knowing that it's possible and actually seeing it play out, that we actually can push the bar as far as we want. There's no ceiling. Though it's a sporting analogy, it is the same for the professional industry, for our careers, for whatever it is that you're up to in your life. Actually having that belief is really makes a difference.
Okay, the last thing this week is the Twitter poll results from last week. So last week we asked this question. With the recent boost in popularity of OpenAI, are you worried that ChatGPT could make your role redundant? And it's pretty resounding. 70% said, no, don't be ridiculous. 21% were unsure, but there's a solid 8% of you, so 1 in 12 people are going, oh my God, the robots are taking over. So 8% said yes, that the possibilities of being made redundant are real from ChatGPT. Very interesting results there. Let's have a look at next week's question. You can answer this question on LinkedIn or Twitter. @People2People is the Twitter handle if you want to jump on there. To what extent do you feel your workplace is committed to diversity and inclusion? So do you work in a diverse and inclusive workplace? Very committed, somewhat committed, not committed at all. I'm pretty unsure. And you can always put your comments on that as well. So we'll release those results next week right here on P2P Live UK, which will be at 10 o'clock on a Thursday night. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll do it all again next week.